Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Nio. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about Nio, currently sitting at $58.53. And a lot of people are asking, is right now a good time to buy Nio stock? Should you buy Nio stock at $58.57? Alright, so if we take a look at it, Nio Stock kind of been trading sideways over the last couple of days and even over the last week, as you can see here in the 1 week chart, that the stock is basically just trading sideways. And a lot of people are wondering why. A lot of people are questioning, is Nio done growing for now? Is Nio going to continue to trade sideways? So you have to understand too, we've taken a look at it, that Nio has had a lot of good news in late 2020 and early 2021. The stock has had an amazing run up. So if you guys take a look at the 1 year chart with me, the stock's up over 1,300%. When diving in a little bit deeper here, if you guys take a look at it, the stock has had an absolute run up, and the stock actually grew more than Tesla did in the year of 2020, which is just absolutely insane to think about. So when it comes time to moments like these where the stock is trading sideways, this is the moment of just consolidation, that the stock is just kind of trading flat until more news actually comes out. I expect Nio stock to trade sideways basically until the end of the month, until we get their January deliveries. Now, if we dive in a little bit deeper, yes, good news is what's going to start driving the basically the price higher. And usually when you get good news, that's usually when analysts will start raising their price targets. And what do I mean by this? Usually when there is really good news about the company, like the company is doing very good on their sales, or the company has some cool feature that they're dropping on their vehicle, or they're dropping out a new vehicle altogether, then the stock will continue to rally from there, and analysts will continue to push the stock upward. Now, if we dive in a little bit deeper on the overall stock in itself, we did see that Nio stock in itself had a massive run up right after Nio Day. Nio Day was a huge success, right? We got the looks of a new sedan, a self-driving chip or self-autonomous driving technology perfection, a bigger and better battery, and the whole battery swap station idea, which pushed the stock up to about $66 to $67. And ever since then, the stock has kind of slowly started to fall. But there is still a lot of good news surrounding Nio stock, and there's still a lot of reasons why people should pick up the stock right now, $58.61. Obviously, everything I say in my video is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But really taking a look a little bit deeper about the surrounding facts altogether, it really shows that, Nio stock is positioned to grow, and here's why. So we take a look that analysts are getting a lot more bullish on Nio stock. We just got a recent analyst from Nomura, I believe his name is Martin Huang, who just put a $80 price target on Nio stock, which is always a good sign. So analysts are turning more bullish on Nio, and the reason that is because the EV market is very explosive, it's growing, and it's probably going to lead us into the next decade. This is why analysts are getting more bullish on Nio stock and the overall EV market in general. We can definitely see that the EV market is growing very rampantly, and a lot of money, and there's a lot of big time people who are starting to switch their money into these EV companies. Now, diving a little bit deeper, and what really is going to push Nio stock to the next level, in my personal opinion, is January delivery. So we're going to get January deliveries here at the end of the month, and this is really what's going to be the do or die for Nio stock as far as consolidation point and where the stock is going to go from there. Now, really diving in, do I think Nio is going to be its January deliveries? Yes, I do, because Nio has consistently been its deliveries time and time again, and Nio just dropped a new deal basically requiring a 0% down payment on any of its 3 SUVs, when in China it regularly requires a 15% down payment when purchasing a vehicle. Not only is this going to drive Nio sales upward, but it's also putting Nio on the radar, really trying to drive its clientele altogether. So I know that Nio is going to beat its delivery estimates, and like I said, Nio sales have grown over 100% from year to date. So if we take a look at it all together, Nio stock is growing in the right direction. It's starting to sell more vehicles, and Nio is also diving in a little bit deeper about trying to perfect its self-autonomous driving technology and trying to push out more vehicles on the road. So we have seen that Nio is taking on more debt as a company, which is always a good thing. Yes, some people view it as a negative, but for me, I view it as a positive. The reason that is because you need capital to be able to start expanding, you need capital to ramp up production, and you need capital to start perfecting out the technology. So aside from the self-autonomous driving technology and the perfection that's going into that, Nio is also dropping a new sedan, which is also going to boost sales in the short and long term as well. This is why I'm getting more bullish on Nio, because You know, even though Nio Stock hasn't been performing its part over the last couple of weeks, the stock has kind of been trading sideways. I'm perfectly okay with that because sometimes stocks do need to consolidate before they start moving upward. That's just part of the whole stock market game. My price target has not changed on Nio, and basically we're still very early in the year, and Nio is going to be experiencing a lot of growth in the year of 2021. Nio still with plans to expand into Europe by the middle of this year, so it's not like Nio Stock is going to be going anywhere. And like I said, the biggest thing here is Nio's reputation is very, very good, and a lot of people are setting out high expectations for Nio, which is going to drive the stock upward. People are already calling Nio the next Tesla, the Tesla of China, and basically saying that Nio is going to be growing for a very long time. Nio currently leading among its Chinese EV competitors, XPeng and Li Auto, which is a very good sign. It leads them in share price and sales as well. So this is going to give Nio a competitive advantage, but really, I think Nio's biggest thing here is being able to combat Tesla's expansion into China, which is probably going to be its most difficult task, but I'm sure that Nio can play its part. We've seen time and time again that Nio has not failed to basically present itself as a top EV company. It comes out fighting, and it always ends up managing to be on top, and this is what I love about Nio Stock. I have so much expectations set for this company because I know this company is going to do so well, and I know that the company is not just done growing just yet. I know the company has so much more, and it's going to be growing for such a long time, and it really dives in, can Nio Stock actually hit $2,000 like Tesla? Can it eventually hit that point at one day? And I actually do think Nio can. It's not unrealistic. And the reason I say this is because, like I said, Nio still has a lot of ground to capture as far as China goes in the EV game over there. There's still so much room to cover. The fact that Nio and all the Chinese EV companies haven't even captured 10% of the market yet goes to show that there's still a lot of market to capture in China. And with Nio expanding into Europe, it's only going to boost its sales and drive the reputation of Nio higher. As I said, Nio is growing very quickly. And like I said, everyone is getting more bullish on Nio. And the fact that people just love Nio Stock, big time investors and retail investors all love Nio, which is always a good sign when these big time analysts are endorsing a company like Nio. Now, really diving in a little bit deeper, where do I think Nio Stock is headed by the end of the year? Where do I think Nio Stock is headed by next year? I've said this time and time again that Nio is easily worth $100 stock. Right now, the current highest analyst price target currently sits at $100. I 100% agree with that analyst. I think that analyst is very smart. The reason that is because he or she is looking at the long-term prospect of where the company can actually be over the next couple of years. $100 for Nio is not undoable. And once it hits $100, legit, from there, it's going to be like, okay, so now is Nio going to $150, $200, $300? No one can ever know, and no one can predict the future because one day you could wake up and Nio could be $2,000. It's not unlikely, and it's definitely not impossible. If you dive in a little bit deeper, a lot of people said the same thing about Tesla stock before its huge run-up, saying that Tesla will, people holding these big short positions and Tesla will never be a top EV company. But now look at it. Tesla's doing absolutely amazing, and I do expect the same from Nio. Like I said, Nio's also already headed towards profitability, which is a very good sign. The fact that the company's only been around for about 5 to 6 years, and it's pretty close to profitability is absolutely amazing. Company already expecting $960 million in revenue by the next quarter. Really, the way things are shining on here right now, pick up the stock, $58.49. You will definitely not regret it. This stock still has so much ground to cover. It still has so much more room to grow. And if you guys dive in a little bit deeper here, Nio stock is projected to grow a lot, not only due to the fact that a lot of the EV market is growing in general, but the Chinese EV market is expected to grow by 20 to 30% over the next couple of years, and they're expected to grow a lot more by 2030. So the long-term growth is there. It's just Nio playing its part, combating Tesla's expansion into China, dropping a bunch more vehicles, updating its features, and really providing that customer service to help drive and keep the clientele all together. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Nio Stock. Do you think Nio Stock is worth a buy at $58.41? I'm very curious to hear your Nio price targets for the end of the year.